Hello, everybody, and welcome to 3 Years Weekly AMA every Wednesday on our channels. We are happy to have you here and, of course, to be able to give you some additional information about our project of bringing internet to Africa and how you can be a part of this movement that is making a change. Anita Mlakar is my name, and let me invite you to get involved. You have more options, so you can click like, write a comment, write a suggestion, write your question in a chat, hit the bell icon to get notifications, subscribe to our YouTube channel or invite your friend, be a member of our community on Telegram, Discord, or Twitter if you are not yet. We will be talking with Sandi Bitenc about Own Your Own Hardware initiative today, give away 1,000 tokens to one of you, and answering your questions, of course. As always, I'm starting with a short introduction. So if this is your first time here in AMA, let us know in the comment and listen carefully. It is no secret that Africa is brimming with unbridled possibilities. Africa represents an entire continent positioned to flourish and prosper at the highest level. And we are here to talk about a significant turn in the road aimed at opening up Africa to unprecedented levels of communication and business growth. Africa lacks connectivity and digital resources to scale business, causing a detriment to everything from commerce and communications to education and healthcare. So with the right infrastructure, we can change this course for good. That's why 3Air will empower a new upgrade in infrastructure and technological implementation, starting with Nigeria, bringing broadband internet, digital TV, and telecom to the entire population. This will automatically unearth new business possibilities, streamline educational resources, tether healthcare network connectivity, and more. This will be supplemented by a new platform designed by 3Air to foster global partnership for development across the region. To do this, our pool of partners will focus on aligning 3Air with K3, a Swiss-based telecom equipment manufacturer. Our partnership will bring proprietary last-mile solution and cutting-edge blockchain tech to Nigeria, and 3Air will be able to operate on a fee-for-service basis. 3Air's innovative over-the-air solution paired with the use of blockchain will incur lower costs with greater efficiency. So this project is set to create incredibly impactful growth across Nigeria and soon enough across the whole Africa. Let's welcome the CEO of 3Air, Sandi Bitenc. Hello.
Hi, Anita. Hi, everyone.
Hey, Sandi.
Thanks for the
Sandi,
nice introduction. I think you'll soon be really able just to take over. Um, I can make some vacation or some holidays, something like this.
maybe in a year or two. Okay. Sandy, I know you're very active today. You're a businessman doing a lot of meetings and talkings today. Will you tell us something about it?
Oh, I had a lot of calls today, just jumping from one to the other, and this one is actually not the last thing that I'm doing today. And yeah, it's 8 p.m. here, so at 9 p.m. I have another call.
Oh,
Uh, well, today was a pretty good day. So I had yeah. Let me see if I can tell you. Yeah, I had a call with the guys from Occam Razor, so that was something pretty cool.
yeah.
Yeah, it was actually already the third call I'm having with them, so there will be something happening there pretty soon. Then the biggest one was probably just the one that I had before the call, and it was with a UNICEF representative. So finally we got on the call. We were setting up this call since beginning of December, and it was kind of slipping away all the time. And yeah, still it was a shorter call than I thought it would be, because they again didn't have much time, but they did extend a bit over their time, and they like what we are doing. It's actually, I think it's exactly what they're trying to achieve that we can provide. They are operating in Sierra Leone already, so this is something that we could jump on directly. But it's still, it's a big organization. It's everything is quite bureaucratized, how I felt, but we are having a follow up, and so there is interest in on both sides. So let's
Yeah.
hope it works out. Yeah. And then afterwards, I'm also having an important meeting, but I cannot tell you with whom, but I can just tell you it's a giant in the blockchain space. But let's see.
Oh my God, I cannot wait, to hear more about that. Sandy, just a question. Are you eating in the meantime? At least something, to have the
Yeah,
energy.
Petra is taking care of this. So, and here it's actually pretty easy, because if we don't have the time to cook, we can always just call down to the reception and order something, from the restaurant down below. But today we actually took like 45 minutes and went down for a proper meal. We're starting a bit the diet again. So we kind of became lazy in the last days, or in the last 2 months, let's say it like this. I
Okay.
haven't been to the gym from when my back was a bit bad. You remember that time? And so this is now almost 2 months that I haven't been to the gym, and now I started this week again, and I'm all sore. It's like really bad, and yeah, but need to get back into the shape.
But you're in the good mood, When I'm on a diet, I'm not smiling as you are now.
I don't mind. I've done so many diets, throughout my career. Somebody mentioned on the last call that I was kind of a bodybuilder. I wasn't, really the huge one. So it was like more in the fitness class. But I did own my a gym and run it. So I kind of yeah, try to be, the best in shape there.
Yeah.
um so I know how to do it, and it doesn't take, too much effort. And actually, to be honest, when I'm fasting a bit and a bit low calorie, I kind of get a bit more focused,
Hmm.
a bit more aggressive, but in a good sense, not in a bad
Okay.
sense. I won't
Okay.
bite still.
Okay, just to check what this aggression means. Okay, now, it's good to stay healthy and to take care of your health. Of course, not just the two of us, but everybody, especially after a new year, maybe starting with some new resolutions for the new year. But if we want to do business, if we want to be good at what we're doing, we have to, of course, first take care of ourselves. And that's very important. I went through the comments and I see that we have Nicholas is writing, I am a first timer. So,
Oh,
welcome.
hello, Nicolas.
Welcome. And I saw Lawrence Arabia also asking, "How was your day, Sandy?" So they're really interested, also how we are doing, and that's just great. Great. Petra is also here. I'm sure she's following us. Petra, you could leave a comment just to see how you are doing with the diet.
You can also run somewhere from the other room here and say hi.
Yeah, great. That would be great. Okay, now we have a special subject today. Sandy, of course, we will be answering your questions, and you're welcome to put them in the comment. Ask anything you would like to know about the project, about the 3R. But today's subject, what we will be talking about, is Own Your Own Hardware Initiative, Sandy, which is very
Somebody
important
called me.
and very interesting. Oh, look at Petra.
Hello.
Good. Looking
She's
great.
also in a
Somebody
good
called me.
mood because we did have dinner today.
Okay. So you're also both so happy because you've just eaten, right?
Yeah.
No.
No? Okay.
She wa-
Yeah,
she
but
she wants to tell the truth, but okay, she will not. No, no, Petra, you're you're looking great. I really admire you guys for going through this, and yeah, I will do it
this
too.
time this time is easier because yeah, it's easy diet. It's easy diet.
Okay.
Let's say. Yeah.
Okay. You have some greetings already, you see. Hello, Petra. Hi, Petra. Beautiful
Hi.
couple. Oh my God, what a beautiful comments. They are really beautiful couple. Look at that. I will.
Oh, Anita, where are you?
She wants us to be the main stars of today.
Okay, to take over the show.
Yeah, but she needs to come back
I'm
now.
back.
Yeah. And I think yeah, we need to start doing something, for Surya right now. So
Ciao.
bye bye.
Bye bye. Okay, Petra, stay with us somewhere. Follow
Oh,
us,
she will.
comment, write something nice. So, Sandi, what I was starting to talk about is Own Your Own Hardware initiative. And you're the one who will tell us more about it. What is it? Why is it important also for the project?
Yeah, I think today you also know a lot about it, right? You
Yes.
kind of prepared because you thought maybe my meeting will be extended and you need to take over.
Yeah, I did check all about it. I read it. I put some notes down just in case, if I should or had to take over for a couple of minutes. But you are here now. Thank God I don't have to do that. But I have.
Tell me what did you like most about it? What
What did
did
I like?
stand out for you?
You know what I like? That it is actually a chance that you are not on a lease with the hardware, but you can also become have an ownership over a hardware in this project. And this is what I would like to learn more about. How, in what way? Because we all have, I think, the same problem, not a problem, but we have this with the internet and everything. We are in the same in the same box, if I should say so. And I would really like to know, how is it possible to own a hardware, not only to, have a lease on one. So this is what I'm interested in.
Yeah, so let me a bit share the screen just to have some support there.
Okay, great.
Um, Well, what we were thinking is coming up, of ways to actually give some value to the token and to the token holder, and of course, the most effective way to give value to the token is to find some utilities for it that lock the token up. Um, so this is kind of what we were thinking about at first, but then we saw that there's a lot of potential for everybody involved. So this is what I so much like about token economies is just there are so many clever ways that can benefit everybody that's involved without being there's somebody who actually kind of takes a how do you say it, something bad out of it. So everybody involved is in a win situation. Nobody loses. And so there are two things. One is the user that we are trying to connect to the internet, and we need to give to that user some hardware. So it's like a router, it's a modem or a switch or something else that he needs to connect, and that's the usually cost of the company, for sure in the developing markets. So there won't be anything really happening in Africa if somebody needs to pay up $200-300 or maybe even a bit more just to be able to connect to the internet at first. Just that I saw in the comments there was a comment about Starlink and how we see it as a competition. And for instance, if you want to have Starlink, I think you need to pay up $450 or $500, something like that, just to get the hardware there. And then on top of this is all the fees. And Africa just isn't that. Most of the people in Africa just don't have the spare money to put it up. So we operating there will be providing this, and first of all leasing it. But when you lease it, is actually the cost of the company. and the owner never the user never actually owns this, so it's not their ownership. So what we thought about doing is leasing it as we normally do, but then with it we actually also stake some tokens with it. And for instance, if we would give out $100 worth of hardware, we would then also stake a portion of that value in tokens. So it could be 20, 30, $40. We didn't decide exactly how much yet, but they're in that range. And we would stake those tokens in on behalf of the user. And it will be mandatory, and the staking would the tokens will need to be staked for at least a year. So in from the perspective of the token holder, you can try and think about what happens if we onboard a few million people, and we stake a proportion of the hardware that we are giving them, mandatory for each one for 1 year. And I'm pretty sure that some of you can already do a bit of the math in their heads, what this means. So let's say after a year, what can happen is it can happen that the token value would appreciate, and it would go above the actual hardware value. So we talked about the hardware value of $100. So if the token value is $100 or more, the user can then actually decide, okay, I want to unstake those tokens. And when he unstakes the token, he actually needs to pay us first back from this the value of the hardware. So he effectively actually buys the hardware from us in that regards, but with the tokens that we provided him in the first place. And for the duration, we are actually leasing the hardware to him. So and maybe the token even appreciated a bit more, so he gets it's $120, for instance, in tokens, so he can keep the $20 worth of tokens and do with them whatever he wants. And if the token value didn't appreciate it, then he can just leave them staked and just continue using the services and the hardware normally forward as he pleases. So this is the whole idea. It's quite simple, right, when you actually think about it that way. But I think it's really, really powerful, and it can bring a lot to everybody, and especially to the company, but not only in regards to getting some funding back, getting paid for the hardware that's provided and usually only leased, but only we are getting a client that's educated in the blockchain space. It sees how the staking is actually working. So when there's money involved, people will be more incentivized to learn what's actually happening and how is it happening and why, and then they can potentially leverage this later on. And of course, if there's some money involved, people will also be a bit more loyal and kind of a bit more bound to 3R and staying with the services even more so than without it. So this was kind of our idea, and well, I think that's really, really powerful. And yeah, let me tell me what you guys think in the comments. What you think about this type of our incentive? Think it's a good strategy?
Yeah, I think this is amazing. It has so many good sides. It's really a good project, carefully thought. You've thought about everything, and there are already some questions. Look, Richard is asking, what if the token value decreases? He can stake longer.
Yeah, exactly. So if the token value just isn't enough for them to pay for the hardware, they can stake it just longer until they unstake. They don't need to pay us for the hardware. So it's as easy as this, and that can go on indefinitely. They can even if it's above $100 and they don't want to unstake it, can stay staked, no worries.
Yeah. Leon is explaining they will become long-term customers because of this.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's so many benefits from all the sides, and I just don't see any downside to it.
Mhm. Fishing Adventures Dubai says very good strategy. It really is. Now let's see what else do we have in comments. Great explanation, Sandi. Thank you.
I also
Sandi.
think this can be implemented not only in our space here, that where we are working in Africa. It can also be implemented very good in the developing countries.
Yeah. Miran is asking, is this a custom hardware?
It's actually both. So what we are providing is what's not custom. It can be any router or any switch can be used. Our TV boxes are custom made and uploaded with our software. Also, the transceivers are custom made, and it's quite a lot of custom technology, but it's also some that's actually standard.
Mhm. Richard is saying 3 euro will stake on behalf of the customer, right?
Exactly. So this is going to be mandatory. Each client that comes into our offices for the first time and we connect for the first time, then when we are actually connecting him and giving him the hardware, we as a company will stake for them.
Yeah, everybody is thinking that this is a great idea, Sandy. I'm reading the comments here, and no doubt, great idea. That's a great idea. People sometimes need initiatives, so that's a very good one.
Yeah, it's
Really.
kind of empowering people there in Africa that are connecting, but it's also really empowering for the token holders because it's just going to lock up so many tokens that are going to be locked up for at least a year, just really at least a year, and it's just going to take them out of the current circulation.
Mhm. So it's like a smart contract, says Richard.
Yeah, it's going to be on a smart contract. It's going to be the contract is really similar to a staking contract. Just going to have a few additional features that are just going to when tokens are unstaked, a part that's predetermined will go back to the company to pay for the hardware, and the rest is going to go to the client. And if it's even going to be a smart contract where if you want to unstake but it's not enough to pay for the hardware, you would actually need to provide a bit more funding to it. But that actually doesn't make sense for everybody, for anybody involved. But it's going to be a feature also,
Mhm. You know
so
what I
that
really
the tokens don't stay locked there forever. That's the only feature why.
what I really like about it is this educational part, that he gets customer gets educated on how staking cryptocurrency works, which is great because I think we all need that.
Yeah, we will be in a unique position to educate people, and they'll need to come out into our offices for the first time. Always, they'll need to interact with us, and we'll be their portal to the tech world and to the blockchain world.
Mhm. In what way, Sandy, will you be introducing users to this possibility, in Africa?
To this own
Yeah,
your own
yeah,
hardware incentive.
yeah.
So it's just going to be when they come into our offices. First, we need to identify them. That's the first thing, because we are a licensed provider. The first thing that we really need to do is know our clients. So identification is the first thing. So then we need to inspect a bit where we can connect them and how we can connect them. We need to have an agreement in place and so on. So we'll need to have the interaction with them, and just as we will be explaining how things work and how they can connect to the internet and what they need to do, we'll also be explaining that just in person, one-on-one.
Okay, great, Sandy. Is there something else we should add about this project, or should we go also to other questions from everybody who's with us?
I think we can come back to the questions. What I wanted to do also today is just share a bit my screen and show you our documents page if you didn't see it yet. I'm pretty sure a lot of you have. And I'll also show them some things that I think we forgot to mention just in the beginning. So this is our docs page, and we are already redesigning the front page. It's going to be totally different, a bit more modernish blockchain style in 3D, and we are incorporating our three in it. And there are some stories coming with the three and so on. But this is the docs page, and we try to make it really as transparent and easy to find as possible, and as comprehensive as possible. So there's everything in. So all the whole white paper has been moved to this, and to the docs page, and some other content has been added. You also have the link to the white paper here now directly, and also to the deck if you want. There are legal stuff that's really, really important. And then under the ecosystem, you have all the functionalities of the token and of the platform. Then there is the section on tokenomics. There's a section on team, and follow this a bit. We are expanding the team again. So there'll be 2, maybe 3 names popping up here under the advisory board that are going to be really interesting in the future. And what we've added is the media section. So whoever wants to be a bit creative with 3R, you can. Okay, yeah, and here is where we've been published. There are the press releases, and under brand kit, you can be creative and have. Is it opening? Yeah. So here are all the logos in different file formats. Then there are our typography, our colors. There'll be some icons and elements and so on. It loads a bit slower today here because I have a lot of stuff open. And also you can see our brand guidelines that were created by Laura. Then we have some extras. Those are also pulled out from the white paper, and some other stuff is added. We have the frequently asked questions, and there are a lot of those. We've added really most of the questions that we could find. Here is the shortcut to our blog. It's just the shortcuts, and everything is here. You can also sort it by date or by type, and so on. And our AMAs are being added here and also transcripted now. And what's going to interest you is the giveaways. So this is what we didn't we didn't say, and it's really something new this week. We've been talking about the t-shirt contest for some time. So it started on Monday, and the entry deadline is right now is Monday again. So if you're creative, and there are already some people, let's see if there are some results already. You can also see the results here, but there on the t-shirt contest, everything is there. So wow. There's already a few designs up and running. And we'll vote on those afterwards. And we are also getting in some additional designers, and also Laura will suggest probably something, and then we can all just vote on it. And out of the community contributions, we'll give 1,000 tokens to 5 top designs just from the community. And so Laura isn't allowed to participate in this. Sorry, Laura. And also no professional designers that are not going through the community will be participating here. And then each design that's going to be selected to print is going to get 10,000 tokens. And of course, we'll give out some free t-shirts once they're done. So you have everything that you need to know. You have here. And that's it. And there are the rules. We have the ultimate New Year's giveaway. Here are just the results because this one is over. And there's also one other thing is the airdrop list. So whoever won some tokens and is getting some airdrop, here you can check if your address is has been added. So this is our current airdrop list. It's not updated real time, so this one was updated 2 days ago. So it may be that you still haven't been added if you want any airdrop afterwards, and also when the release of the tokens is going to be. So we're trying to get as much information out and be as transparent as possible.
I really like it. You know what I like about this webpage, because it's so alive. The mostly web pages are, just standing there with all the information, not changing at all. If you want to get any other information, then you have to go, I don't know, on a social media or something. But this page is really life changing, and a lot to see. I was also going through some things today because I wanted to learn as much as I can about today's subject. And I really saw all the documents in it. Everything is so transparent. It's really great, Sandi. So another great job.
Thank you. But right now we are not updating our main webpage anymore. So there might be some older info on. But Lawrence of Arabia says Laura would easily win. She's so creative. Exactly that. Exactly. That's why she's not allowed to participate.
Okay, so I can participate. I'm not a professional designer. I am, though, a member of team, but I can compete. Is that right?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
You can. Yeah, sure.
You don't want to see my idea.
I do, and I think everybody wants to see your ideas, right? Let's now you you pushed it, so let's see if the community wants to see your ideas.
No. Let's not
Oh,
talk
no.
about this. Oh my God. To go to other questions. Just let me see how Rejesh, did I say it right? Is
Rajesh.
just saying, if you could just give a brief update about the project progress since last AMA, that means last 7 days.
About project progress in regards to what? That's just be a bit more specific, because it's a big project. So
Yeah.
we kind of gave a bit of an update what was
Yeah.
going on in regards to the project in the beginning. So you can also a bit scroll back if you didn't see the intro. Maybe you'll get some more information there out of that one.
Yeah, really. Okay. Now this is another question. How did you manage to do a research that the amount that you should charge is affordable by the average person in Nigeria and other Africa countries?
Well, it's not that we've done this research if it's affordable. It's not so hard to do. So you have the average income there, and you know what the percentage should be for an affordable internet connection. But the issue right now there in Africa is that internet is so expensive. It's three times, at least three times the price of what's what you would pay in Europe. The problem is that we tried a bit going below the competition, but it was not so a pleasant experience, let's say it like this. So we are right now undercutting competition by a bit. We can do it by a lot more, but just right now we are still being a bit cautious, and until we are a bigger player in the space, we'll probably try and just not cause too much confusion and too much anger in with some big guys there. And we will rather go and then provide some free connectivity to the people that really cannot afford it, and try and make up for it there. But for sure, with time, and I'm not meaning like 5 years or 10 years, but once the competition starts picking up, the prices will fall. But it's also a problem because buying back the internet from the backbone is far more expensive than it is in Europe. So just the original cost of data in Africa is higher, not only because of the lack of infrastructure or the lack of competition and so on. It's literally also the backbone.
Yeah. Rajesh is also saying that sooner or later competition will start. This price war, you were just talking about it. And how will you start or take this war, if we should say so, with
Well, the
prices?
price war, we actually would like a price war because we think that we are in a really competitive advantage there. So our OPEX and CAPEX is far lower than anything else that's present there right now. So we're a mobile provider because mobile right now is our main contender. And even if you cannot really compare the quality of service in regards to internet, it's still kind of a competition, and we need to compete in regards to the prices. But we are probably the ones that can go the lowest in price because our costs are probably the lowest. So where mobile provider needs 100 towers, well, we can do it 2 or 3. So that's cost. Also, maintenance cost is far lower, and we are actually buying the internet from the same source, so the price for that one should be the same. So we should be good with the price war.
Okay. Now I'm just looking at the comments, and thank you guys for encouraging me to give my idea for the t-shirt. I will not do that. But just to go back to the t-shirt competition, how will the voting system be? Is the question. Do we will we have to we will be able, if we will be able to vote? That's probably the
Yeah.
question. Yeah.
Yeah. So the voting is going to be done either directly on Gleam, because it's again a Gleam competition, or we'll just take it off Gleam and put it on the docs page. So there is a section on the docs page where it says results and voting, or entries and voting, or something like that. And voting will be accessible there on any mean we choose. But yeah, the community will be the one that's going to vote on it.
Okay, another question. What percent is 3 years internet cheaper than other providers in Africa?
So right now we can only compare services in Sierra Leone, and it's really tough to compare because it's not the same service. We are the only ones, and really the only ones, that are providing dedicated lines. No, okay, there are dedicated lines, but they're like 5 times more expensive than what we are doing. And this is going up to into tens of thousands of dollars per month can go. And but on just for the retail consumer, we are the only ones that are providing unlimited packages. So if you have our connection, you can just use up as much data as you want. And so we are by far the fastest, and providing really unlimited data. So it's hard to compare because nobody is there with what they're providing. But still, even without them providing the same service, we are about, let's say, 10 to 15% cheaper, and we get to about the same price if we then add TV to it and IP telephony.
Thank you. Richard is asking, who owns the internet backbone?
It depends on country by country. So there are a few bigger corporations. I don't know the names. So and sometimes the last cable that comes out of the water, or maybe even the cable that's laid through the water, is sometimes owned by governments, and it can be also sometimes owned. Also, some big telecoms also went into owning those cables. But usually it's somehow the governments are involved into it. So the prices are kind of sometimes regulated there. Yeah.
Here's another question. Will staking on mainnet be non-custodial like Cardano or more like H2O with slashing?
Well, we are right now still, let's say mainnet is going to be when we have our sidechain. So this hasn't been worked out really till now. So our first objective is not to create our own sidechain. So this is coming at a later stage where we already establish ourselves. We are right now looking for expansion and providing internet and building out infrastructure in Africa right now. So that's the first step. And for this, we don't need our own sidechain. So there'll be no such staking in running some validators or so on. So this is coming in stage two, and the information on that will be provided, within this year. But in the meantime, what we are having is just a normal, yeah, it's non-custodial staking for sure. And it won't be any slashing there because you won't be validating any transactions, so you cannot do anything really wrong. But the other thing that we are actually doing as kind of, let's say, staking is with our bandwidth sharing model, and that one is a bit different. And you would be, when you stake there, you would actually be providing insurance. So insurance in regards, if something happens to the infrastructure there that's providing the access point and so on, this would be there would be tokens taken to actually do the repairs and get that access point working again.
Here is another question, Sandy. Hello from Sierra Leone. Is there any possibility to get you guys deep into the country? I am visiting at the moment the city Makeni in Sierra Leone.
Well, yeah, it is for sure. We need to grow a bit more there. So Sierra Leone is kind of our testing ground. Hopefully, we'll be connecting many schools there now in the range that we have right now. But for sure, there is. We want to expand. Of course, we want to expand. I just cannot say when the funds will be available.
Okay, will you be doing your AMAs even after
Of
TD?
course, of course. We love our AMAs and we love talking to you. So we'll be here.
Are you afraid that we will not be here anymore? This is great, Sandy. Of course we will be. But also talking about today's AMA, we will give away 1,000 tokens, Sandy, to someone commenting or asking question, or how did you have it in mind today?
Yeah, well, we'll pick. I think we are focused with the AMAs. We are focused on YouTube. So I think if we're giving away only one time 1,000 tokens, it should be from somebody from the YouTube comments. And I would really like to have somebody who is just totally new to 3R to get the tokens today. So yeah, should we give them away right now? Either way, I'm a bit short on time. I told you that I have a call right afterwards, so in 15 minutes I need to be on another call already, and I just want to prepare just a little bit before it. So I think I'll be leaving in about 5 to 7 minutes. So this is what we have.
Okay, so Sandy, are we looking for someone who is new here today? Did I
Yeah.
understand it correctly? So just write in the comment if you are new here today, if this is your first time or the first time in our community, do write down now because you have a chance to win 1,000 tokens. And I'm
Do you
addicted to
think we
three.
can trust? You
Yeah,
think we can trust everybody? Yeah, we have a good
of
community,
course.
right? The
Of
ones that are there every day won't be writing in. But the next time, for sure, we are giving out tokens to somebody who is, really there with us each week.
Okay, look, there is just to share with you. If you need in the future any help about filming over here in Sierra Leone, let me know, says John.
Okay,
So
so is this actually the contact that you had, that you've been speaking to how was his name, Greg, I think, Greg,
Greg,
right?
maybe, I don't know. Are you somehow connected to Greg? Because we had a conversation with Greg. and he said that he has someone really good, to be
Well,
filming.
you can break the news also right now. What who is Greg, and what have who you two been speaking?
Yeah, it's true. Greg found me, I think, on LinkedIn, or maybe he was watching our AMM, I'm not sure, from MPOA, which is this great project of building greenhouses in Africa. And they are so interesting, to get connected with 3Air and to do some connection, to do something together, because he said that everybody in their community is also talking about the 3Air project. So this is just great. And I said, well, Sandi will be the one who will give you more information about that, and you should connect to him. But it was so interesting because we met on Zoom and we were talking about both projects, and I really enjoyed it. So he also said that he has some guy, some really good editor, or he's just filming things, I'm not sure, and he could really help us with doing some videos and films for us. So yeah, maybe that's it. I'm not sure, but there are so many people getting involved here, so it's great to know.
No, it's not. But anyways, you gave a good start to to get Anita talking about
Yeah,
about
yeah, yeah.
that. And I did get a message back from Greg today, so we are
Oh,
setting up a meeting for the next week because I'm fully booked out. Even on Saturday, on Sunday. So next week we are having a call. And John says he is not, but anyway, I actually am looking for to film something in Sierra Leone. So please get in contact with me, best or either on Discord or on Telegram.
okay, Sandi, now you have a couple of more minutes, and there are a few people saying that they're new here. So will you check this out?
Well, and then he says he is. So I think, yeah, I think he is. I think he is the guy you two been speaking about.
Maybe. Look at this. So Niluki says, I'm not new. Thank you for being so honest with us.
But then he said that
It's
it's false
false.
that he is new.
I am new.
So
So
tell
we're
me,
giving
are
away
you new
1,000
or not?
tokens.
No, I don't think so.
I'm also new, right from the store.
You see, now we have a.
Who will we choose?
Uh,
Sandy, you will choose someone, of course.
yeah, let's see. You know what? Let's get pam pam pam. Who was in the beginning saying he is a first timer?
Yeah.
There, found him.
Yes.
Nicola Sigurnis. I'm
I
a
hope
first timer. So congratulations, you get 1,000 tokens from us. Just please in the comment leave one um, connection detail that that's not too personal. So either if it's a Telegram or Discord handle
I
or
handle
Twitter handle, it can be wherever we can contact you. And it can also be an email if if it's not too personal to share it here. Just don't share any really deeply personal informations.
Okay, Imad also says he or she is new. So we have some newcomers, some new people here. I'm really happy to have you on board.
Emad, I met Emad 2 days ago, right? I think on the blockchain um, gathering from Crypto Valley.
Okay, Nicolas says, thank you, Sandy, very much appreciated. Congratulations, Nicolas, for the great prize.
Yeah, congratulations.
So just give us the
You,
context.
you, you owe me a 3-year type picture somewhere on the social media.
He says, I really believe in your project and I have participated in the token sale.
Oh,
Great.
great. Perfect. Just don't forget to give us your contact details so that we can contact you.
Yes, absolutely. Now, Sandy, I don't want to be the one to rush you out of this AMA, but I'm really taking care of you, and your timing. I'm like your secretary also. So
But I have time to answer one more question. So if you can find one more question.
Okay, thank you for giving me a work. Okay, yes, I had one before that. Now I have to go back to see, and it was an interesting one. So maybe we will give an opportunity for a new question right now, just to see if someone will repeat the question that was not answered yet, so that I don't have to go back and search for it. Has anybody a question that wants an answer now? Oh my God, there's such a nice comments. I'm just reading the comments. Sandi and Anita, thank you for the update. Great that you are putting effort to help people by building 3Air. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, you put it on. So let's just see a question. I had a question before, and I thought this was something that you should answer. Just a minute. There are so many comments that I get lost quickly,
Mhm.
But I'm trying to do the good job here. Okay, this is more of a statement than a question. And thank you for being addicted to 3Air's Amos, by the way. Their Amos are fun. Thank you, thank you. Sandi,
Yeah, we don't want to be really so strict. We are a family, right? So
Okay.
it should be relaxed.
Richard is asking if there will be some special topic to discuss next week.
We'll have again somebody on the call, a guest. So it's gonna be one of let's see, I didn't have it confirmed yet, but it's gonna be somebody who is connected to our Christmas show. So yeah, it's gonna be a surprise.
And it won't be Santa Claus, yeah?
No, it won't be. And he wasn't on the show, but he connected to it.
Okay.
Yeah. And then on the next show, we are probably having one of our new advisors, and he's African. So yeah, let's see if that happens.
Okay. And Richard said, tell us on Discord so that we can prepare for the subject.
Hey.
No problem. So thank you very much. Thank you very much for being with us today. Stay tuned. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, on Discord. Follow our YouTube channel. Click like, subscribe. These are all possibilities. You can also invite friends that might be interested in the project. And you're always welcome to join our AMAs on Wednesday, 5 p.m. Central European Time. Every Wednesday we are here. Sandi, thank you very much for taking time. Have a successful next meeting in a couple of minutes, and do tell us more about it next time, okay?
Thank you. And have a great rest of the evening. And for you guys, wherever you are, if it's morning, have a great day. If it's night, have a good night. Just enjoy.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.